Coming up this week, we're going to take a look at this Mercedes Benz CLA 45 AMG series, which is supposed to be the fastest four-cylinder on the planet. We'll be the judge of that. But we're definitely going to put it through its test and get out here on a few of these back roads and open it up a little bit and see if it can hold to that ego of it being the fastest turbo four-cylinder. That's what we got coming up this week. I'm Jay Walker. You're watching Life Off-Road right here on J-Dub Motorsports. Pounds. But this sport mode, yeah, I'm definitely loving this. It's definitely got some balls.
What do you want to do?
I don't want to do anything right now. I just want to drive.
Please repeat.
Cancel that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you fall in love and wait till you get home with me.
Welcome to another episode of Life Off-Road. This week's feature is a 2020 Mercedes Benz CLA 45 AMG series. It is one of the fastest produced turbo four-cylinders on the planet as of right now. This thing has roughly around 375 horsepower, 380 foot-pounds of torque. So it's pretty quick. It has a little bit of a get-up. It's well equipped with some good heavy 6-piston brake calipers. I believe it's a dual piston brake calipers on the rear. You have your cross drill rotors, so you get a little ventilation in the brakes. So this thing is pretty well equipped. This is probably my first time doing Mercedes of this magnitude as far as the four cylinders, and so I'm kind of anxious to drive it. So I apologize right now if this video isn't as technical as some of my other videos I've done in the past, but this is my first time seeing this car. So this one looks like it's fully equipped with everything. It has a nice moon roof. You do have the black wheels, the black accents, which you have all your AMG badging on the side of the car. You have your turbo badge on the side. And it comes on a nice set of Michelin Pilot S4s, which are very good tires. I believe these come with the 255, 35, 19s on the front. And I want to say 255, 35, 19s on the rear, so it's all the way around. So it does have a good amount of grip to it. And we'll put that through its paces once we go for our drive. So let's get a good look at the engine here. All right, so we got the hood open here, folks, and like I said, this is a turbocharged four-cylinder, so it does have a good sized turbo on here. You have your AMG badge here, and this clearly shows that it's manufactured, handcrafted by Mercedes AMG in Germany. So you got a good amount of badging in here. This does have a strut tower brace up here across the top, and like I said, I'm sure this thing, AMG is like a performance version for Mercedes. You know, they ran with McLarens and all those guys. So they pretty much, if you see a Mercedes with an AMG badge, you know, just remember it's not just a regular Mercedes. I mean, this thing will get out and embarrass you. So enough of the chit chat. Let's go for a ride. All right, so first impressions. Yeah, this thing is this thing does have some get up and go off the rip. This thing is very light, so of course it's not really your average sedan as far as weight wise. So it definitely holds its own. Rides very comfortably, as a Mercedes should. You know, it is a Mercedes. So now we need to crank this air up because this.
What do you want to do?
I don't want to do anything right now. I just want to drive.
Please repeat.
Cancel that.
Okay.
Yeah, but off the rip, folks, this thing moves. It moves pretty good. It's definitely a little firecracker for sure. So back to the specs, you know, like I said before, this is a 2020 AMG Benz with turbo 4-cylinder in here. So it makes roughly around 375 horsepower, 380 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60, I want to say, is right at 4 seconds. It could be a little quicker. Quarter mile, I would guess this thing is probably maybe in the high 12s, low 13s. But it's definitely, she definitely moves. It's pretty quick. It does have the 6-piston brakes up front and a single piston rear in the rear. So yeah, it moves something. It moves something. All right, folks, we out here looking like some amateurs here. This is I'm trying not to be overwhelmed with all the electronics in this thing, but it is a Mercedes, so you have to get used to the gauge cluster and all the dials or whatnot. So we're ready to go. So now we put this thing in Sport Plus mode. This thing has several different modes. So I believe Mercedes AMG did come out. They was probably one of the first ones to come out with the magnetic ride suspension. And as this thing is trying to cancel. Yeah, this the Sport Plus mode. Yes indeed, folks. Yes indeed, folks. This thing is it's pretty wild. Yeah, this thing moves. It moves good. It moves good. Like I said, 380 horsepower in this bad boy. And like I said, this thing is pretty light. This car maybe weighs maybe 30. It might weigh maybe close to 4,000 pounds. But this sport mode, yeah, I'm definitely loving this. It's definitely got some balls. And I love the pops. It's got all these cars have the pops in the back. And like I said, the interior in this thing is pretty comfortable. It does have the bucket seats. Very nice. I'm sure this thing has, the seats are heated and vented, I'm sure, as it is Mercedes, so should come with all that. Cancel. I do not want to talk to you.
This thing is also equipped with AMG's 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, which is very strong.
Any point of interest, or you can call or save the POI.
Cancel. My commentary in this thing, it actually thinks that I want to talk to it. I do not want to talk to the computer. So I apologize for that, folks. This thing is fun, man. This is a fun little car. Our friend, I'm sure she has a lot of fun driving this thing. You know, it's definitely lightning quick. It does the business. Like I said, this is the 2020 edition, so you know, you come with the 6-piston calipers. All right, we got a nice little straightaway. Let's go. Oh, we keeping pace with the pace car. Look at that. Yeah, that's potential jail time. Let's dial it back some. Boy, AMG, man, this thing goes. This thing goes. I can just say that just off the rip. I mean, it's my first experience driving the CLA 45. You know, I used to see quite a few of these cars. I haven't really seen this particular model, the 4-cylinder. You did see quite a few of the 8-cylinders. And the 8-cylinders are just a tad bit bigger than this sedan here. And that car sounds damn near just as loud as my car. I mean, it's got that American V8 rumble. You wouldn't even think a Mercedes sound like that. But this right here It sounds pretty good.
What would you like to do?
Nothing. Cancel.
Please repeat.
Cancel. Cancel.
Sorry.
Maybe I need to roll the window down so I can get this lady to shut up. She just keeps on talking. Unless she's asking me, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, I want to go. Absolutely stunning. This thing is pretty good, folks. Like I said before, I'm sorry I'm not as technical in this delivering this car here, but this is my first time actually getting a chance to drive it and to really see what it does. And this ain't gonna be the first and only Mercedes we do. We're gonna have quite a bit. Like I said before, we got quite a bit of surprises coming up for this year. So, but this right here it definitely holds its own. So, yeah. Interior definitely got room for 4 people. That's about all you can get. So, you know, if you wanted to go on a little road trip, you could. Ride's good. I'm sure it has great gas mileage, being that it's a 4-cylinder. So, but this thing here, you feel that turbo kick in, and this thing runs. It runs very nicely. I would love to fly over to Germany and take this thing on the Nürburgring, and I need to actually look up those numbers to see what it actually did over there. I'm sure it was pretty stout. I'm sure it held its own, given to the way they have it set up. Let's put it in. I kind of don't want to change modes because I'm enjoying the Sport Plus mode. But yeah, we'll just leave it on here. Boy, this handling, going around these curves. Brakes feel very nice. Can't never go wrong with the 6-piston Brembo. I don't think these are Brembos. I think these are AMG brakes, style brakes. They feel the same though, but as you can tell, they do stop on the dime. I mean, this thing is you probably don't have no brake dust on here. I think these are steel rollers. I don't think they're carbon ceramics. But this thing is nice, man. It's definitely a nice little sleeper. It gets the job done for sure. Lovely day out here in the A. Very lovely. I love this color scheme too. The white with the black, that's nice. You know, it's kind of like a pearl white with the metallic paint in there. It's a good color combination. Black wheels, you always can't never go wrong with that. Guys, it's a good looking car. Wouldn't be a Mercedes if it wasn't, but you get the idea. And we just gonna punch it again. Boy, these things stop on a dime. It just stops on a dime. And you just hear the pop, just pop, pop at the end. This thing is very stable. This is like a giant, this gauge cluster that I'm looking at. I mean, this thing is, it's like a giant iPad that's kind of sliced open to long ways. It's pretty cool. Cool little panel. It's got a great navigation system. You definitely tell this blending in with the weather, so. Not a bad ride. Not a bad ride at all. These Michelin, like I said, these Michelin tires, they do hold up pretty well. Of course, that's what I have in my car. buy these Mercedes or, you know, BMWs, Porsches, or whatever, any high performance sports car, you're going to come with either the Michelins or the Pirelli P0s or even the Goodyear Super Sport tires. Eagle F1, which is good. Like I said, for Mercedes, of course, it's quiet. It's not loud until you punch on it. And as you can tell, my chase car driver is having a ton of fun. But we can keep up with him. That's the thing. This thing is lightning quick, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'm very impressed. This thing is quick. I mean, it feels like it has a V8 in here, but it doesn't, which is very surprising that you can get this much power out of a 4-cylinder. You would have never imagined that in your wildest dreams. But like I say, AMG, Mercedes, you know, these things do, they are the best. They are the best at what they do, that's for sure.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. Cancel.
Please repeat.
So yeah, this thing does handle pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's very comfortable. You know, it's a nice car. You know, Mercedes really did something. You know, these AMG Benzes from all levels, I mean, they do pretty much they mean business. So I wouldn't recommend you trying to race run on the street. You know, you might get embarrassed. But so far so good. It's not bad. Well, as you can imagine, this thing was absolutely a blast to drive. It's very surprising for some of you folks. I mean, AMG really put their work and craftsmanship in this car to make it what it is. I mean, 375 horsepower, it feels a hell of a lot more than that. I mean, they really got them a gem. It's lightning quick, and it will surprise a lot of folks. So, special shout out to the AMG guys. I want to thank my friend for allowing me to take her beauty out on the ride. It definitely was a thrill. Felt like a V8, you know. It's good, strong car. You wouldn't think a 4-cylinder makes that much power. But on that note, folks, we're gonna tune in for next week's episode. Got some more goodies coming for you. A lot of you have been asking me about the apparel. We have the hooded sweatshirts now. So if you want your branded J-Dub Motorsports sweatshirt, just go on my website, jdubmotorsports.com, and click on the link. We have t-shirts, sweatshirts, keychains, all shapes and sizes, different colors. We're just trying to broaden the horizon a little bit. So it's a pretty cool feature. It has the picture of my logo on the back. So I have one. My camera guy Corey has one on. So you know, support your people, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Coming through, I get you right, babe.